Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you're new here, and today's practice is about awakening awareness. Awareness or consciousness, or just allowing ourselves to bring into our presence and attention everything that we're feeling in the physical body, and also connecting the way that the thoughts and the sensations interact. So this practice is on the shorter side. It's a nice kind of simple flow, but hopefully will feel really nice in the body to help you wake up. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start from a comfortable seated position. So find your way here to Sukhasana. Allow your pelvis to really get heavy into the earth. And then rest your palms onto your thighs. They could face up or down, whatever's comfortable. Feel the line of your spine elongate, and then let your eyes fall closed and let your shoulders fall away from your ears. And see how quickly you can shift your awareness to your internal experience. You can start by feeling through the toes and the feet, noticing any sensations in your ankles, in the lower legs, the calves and the shins. Feel through your knees, your thighs. Feel the rooting of your sit bones to the surface beneath you. Notice your pelvis, your pelvic floor. Feel into your low back and your low belly. And draw your attention through the solar plexus, through your ribs and the space between your ribs, the middle part of your back. And then start to glide some softening and opening through the heart space, through the collarbones. Melt the shoulder blades toward one another and downward in space. Soften down the lines of your arms, through your elbows, the forearms, your wrists. Open your palms, soften them. And bring awareness to every individual finger. Lengthen the sides of your neck. Tuck your chin slightly toward your chest and feel the elongation in the space where head and neck connect. Let any expression go from your face so it becomes super soft. Releasing around the mouth, around the eyes. Then relax into the scalp and stretch slightly up through the very top of your skull. Now let the breath begin to climb a little bit deeper into your body. Feel the inhalation rise from the very base of your spine, all the way up past the tip of your head. Feel the exhalation washing like water falling back down the line of your spine and rinsing out any tension or any holding in the back body. Breathing here in and out through your nose. Steady, smooth, even breaths. We'll stay 2 more rounds here. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. One more breath in. And one more breath out. And draw your palms to meet in prayer at heart center. And become really attuned to all the points of connection between your left hand and your right hand. And then for a moment here, remind yourself that as you move through your practice, as you move through your day, your week, your life, that what you bring your awareness to grows. See if you can feel for this process as we begin to move. Big breath in. Big breath out. Blink your eyes open, and let's come up into tabletop position. Hands and knees. Let your palms be broad and the fingers spread wide. Tack down into the finger pads and the four corners of your hands, and then just begin to wiggle through your body. You might make circles with the hips, with the ribs, with the head. You might start to do some arching and rounding, maybe a combination of all of these aspects. Just go wherever you feel drawn to go, and notice how the breath moves into tight spaces with the exhalations, starting to find a little bit of release and softening through anything sticky. One more round here, wherever you are. Keep playing, keep exploring. And find your way to a neutral spine, and then lower all the way down onto your belly, sinking the pelvis. We'll draw the forearms down and forward and come into Sphinx. Plug into your toenails and try to drag toenails and elbows toward one another, creating length in your upper back and through the chest. And then tuck your chin down toward your chest, opening into the back of the throat. Rock your head from side to side. Let this just be nice, gentle, easy release. Now, lift your head, press into your palms, hug them toward one another, and see if you can lift your forearms away from the earth. Coming into a seal pose, like a yin seal, we're going to arch and round here. So with your inhale breath, try to tuck your pelvis a little bit underneath of you. Draw back with your palms and send the back of your heart forward. You can look a little up. When you breathe out, press your hands down and forward. Hug in through your low core. Get a little bit rounded in your spine. You can even shrug your shoulders towards your ears and tuck your chin to your chest. Again, inhaling, sink the low belly a little bit down. Pull the base of your ribcage forward. Lift your heart, lift your eyes. Exhale, round and curl. Palms press isometrically down and forward. Hug your inner thighs toward one another. Squeeze belly button to spine. One more. Inhale, little baby arch. The elbows can micro bend. Exhale, round and curl. And then release all the way down onto your belly. Take your left palm beneath your shoulder. Extend your right arm wide to the side. Breathe in. When you breathe out, roll onto your outer right hip. Drop your left toes back behind you, and then hang here for a couple of breaths, allowing the breath to comb through the right chest, right side of the chest, and the shoulder. You might even feel this through the bicep. If you'd like, explore some circles with the left arm, drawing it up and over your head, around and back, maybe catching even for opposite fingertips. 2 more rounds. Make sure your head is connected to the earth and really let it sink. Unwind. Roll yourself through the center and then to the left. Left arm extends wide, right hand under your shoulder. Rolling in the direction of the arm that is stretched out and stepping the right toes back. Relax your head. If you'd like to intensify what you feel, you could play with wiggling your hips a little more toward the center of your mat. Staying here or possibly playing with a circle of the right arm up towards your ear. You could pause here, feeling through the side body, and then around and back, maybe catching left fingertips in the right ones. Drop your body a little bit more for 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Roll back to the center. Place your palms beside your ribs. Press through tabletop, hands and knees. Then tuck your toes and come all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Wash your breath up and down the line of your spine. Let it glide like butter, spreading over everything that it touches. And let it create like a warmth through your bones and your muscles. A warmth and an expansion and an openness. Breath creates space. Become aware of everything you can feel here. If it helps to close your eyes to shift your awareness really, really inside, you can always do that at any time during the practice or even through the whole practice. Send your hands even more down and forward like you're stretching to the core of the earth. Then hug in through your rib cage and press your heart back toward your thighs. Next inhalation, let your heels float. Lift your thighs and start to round forward all the way into high plank, shoulders over the wrists. When you exhale, stay on the toes or sink to your knees and lower halfway, chaturanga, elbows tight to the ribs as you come down. From here, sink your pelvis and the tops of the thighs and softly lower all the way down onto your belly. Step your fingertips forward and wide on your mat. Lift your elbows to the sky. With your next inhale breath, root into your toenails and start to peel up through your full torso, one little layer at a time. Draw your biceps forward and wrap your triceps back. Hug in through your waist and let your heart be a light. Shine it higher. One more breath in. As you breathe out, softly release all the way back down onto your belly. We'll take 2 more rounds of rolling cobras, moving with the breath. Inhale, root, toenails, and fingertips. Rise up through your heart and through your eyes. Exhale, softly lower back down. One more. Feel the wave of breath. Inflate your body, rise up into cobra. Exhale, release down. Place your palms beside your ribs, tuck your toes, and then press through tabletop. Arch your back, hips back, heart forward, claw them out with your fingertips. Active child's pose. Take a breath out here. Inhale, hug in through your core, round your spine, and shift forward onto hands and knees. Exhale, knees lift, hips glide, up and back, down dog. Full breath in through your nose. Full breath out through your nose. Feel that there's a clarity to your inhale. And spread the exhale breath through your body. Inhale, lift your heels, round your spine, come forward, high plank. Exhale, squeeze front body to back body as you lower halfway, chaturanga, elbows hug in. Sink your pelvis, untuck your toes, and come all the way down onto your belly. Step your fingertips wide, spike your elbows to the sky. Breathe in, press down, rise up into cobra. As you breathe out, roll back down onto your belly. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Let this stay really sweet in your spine. One more. Inhale, rise up. And let the exhale softly release you back down. Palms by your ribs, curl your toes under, breathe in to prepare. When you breathe out, come through hands and knees, and then like a cow in the spine, shifting the hips back, arcing the heart forward, active child's pose. Extend through the sides of your body. Breathe in, round, shifting forward through hands and knees position. Breathe out, lift your knees, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full inhale breath. Full exhale breath. One more inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale. Inhale, heels rise, round your spine, come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Sink your pelvis to the earth and softly lower all the way onto your belly. Step your fingertips forward and wide. When you breathe in, press down, rise up into cobra. This time, stay here and lift your pelvic floor. Start to explore some circles through the rib cage. So there's like a little rounding as the ribs drag back. And as they go forward, let the back of your heart really soften. So think of the ribs like orbiting around the central column of your spine. And just go a couple of times in each direction. You can have buoyancy in the arms, buoyancy in the elbows. If you want your shoulders to get involved, that's a great option as well. Find your way now back into a neutral point with your cobra. Take one more inhale breath, lift through the heart. And exhale, release all the way down. Palms by the ribs. Press through hands and knees and back into active child's pose, tucking your toes as you go, reaching your heart forward towards your thumbs. Breathe in, round through hands and knees. And breathe out, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Pause here. See if you can feel for any type of energetic shift just from this really little bit of flow. With your next inhale breath, root into your left toes and stretch your right leg high, coming into three-legged down dog. When you exhale, left heel floats. Hug your right knee to your chest, look forward, and softly land your right foot to your inner right thumb. Come onto your fingertips and then sink your back knee to the earth. With your next breath in, press down and rise your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, interlace your fingers over the top of your right thigh. Your thumbs can spiral down. Press your right thigh down and forward with your hands, and then allow your hips to sink down and forward as well, but try without back bending. So keep a little tuck of the pelvis and a lift through your low belly. Let's stay here. One more inhale breath. One more exhale breath. Release, fingertips to the mat or blocks if you'd like them. Lift your back knee and align for pyramid. So your left toes will turn out 45-ish degrees. Left heel to the mat and draw back on your right hip until that front leg goes towards straight-ish. With your next breath in, ripple through your spine, halfway lift, stretch inner thighs back and crown of head straight forward to the top of your mat. As you exhale, keep the length and the extension of your spine as you begin to bow in and just fold. Again, like that. Inhale. First, there's a little rounding, a little hollowing or like scooping up of the low belly. Then the spine can stretch out, tailbone back, crown of head forward. Exhale, shine your heart like a light onto your front toes. Now, place your left fingertips beneath your left shoulder. And then with your next inhale breath, we'll come into a twisted pyramid. So your right fingertips will rise toward the sky. Try to keep finding that length in the spine. And then with the exhale breaths now, your right hip is wrapping in toward the midline of the body. Your left ribs are pivoting in the direction of the right ones. And in doing so, your heart is spiraling up toward the sky. Take a deep, full inhale breath here. One more exhale. See if you can turn open even more through the chest. Unwind, face the top of your mat. Place your fingertips forward and wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step to a ragdoll at the top of your mat. So feet are about hips distance apart. Just drop everything heavy hanging here. Let's catch opposite elbows and rock the chest side to side. A little more exaggerated than usual. Like if there was a breeze, it's like a slightly stronger breeze that you're waving into. Shake your head no, and nod your head yes. Release the grip of the elbows. With your next inhale breath, bend your knees, sink your hips low and back, and then wave up through your spine to come into chair, Utkatasana. As you exhale, bow your chest forward and your fingertips back, but stay in chair. One more inhale breath. Reach your fingertips back up to the sky, chair. And exhale, just forward fold, diving down over your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift and elongate. Exhale, palms down, step or jump back into plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, rise, either upward facing dog or cobra, finding energetic lift through your thighs and through your pelvic floor. And then exhale, hips to the sky, belly button to spine as you come back into downward facing dog. Next inhale breath, stretch your left leg high, three-legged down dog. With the exhale breath, right heel floats, left knee hugs toward your chest, look to the top of your mat and step there. Come onto your fingertips, let your right knee land. With the inhale breath, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. When you exhale, interlace your fingers on top of your left thigh. Push on it, like down and forward, and let your pelvis sink in that same direction, but again, without back bending. Try to keep a lift through your chest as well. So hopefully feeling the release into the right hip flexor, the front of that hip, maybe a little inner thigh, inner groin action as well. One more breath in. Breath out. Release. Fingertips to the mat. Lift your back knee, breathing in. As you breathe out, turn your right toes open, 45-ish degrees, and sink your right heel down. Really carve into the four corners of both of your feet, like press into the mat with them. Drag your left hip back until your leg goes straight-ish. Finding blocks if you need them to elevate the earth. Now inhale. Without actually moving your fingertips, try to pull them toward the back of your mat as you resist forward through the top of your head. When you exhale, press your fingertips down and forward and dive your heart down over your left thigh. Again, inhale, little ripple out through the spine, finding so much space. Exhale, bow. Now place your right fingertips beneath your shoulder. And with your next inhale breath, turn your left arm up to the sky. So here we are again in a revolved pyramid pose. Hug, belly button to spine, spin left ribs toward right ones, and keep feeling the connection, all the points of connection between your 2 feet and the earth beneath you. You can allow your eyes to follow your left thumbnail if it's okay on your neck. Full breath in, stretch out and clarify all the lines here. Full breath out, spiral your heart skyward. Unwind, face to the top of the mat, fingertips forward, and then step into a fold with the feet hips distance apart, bowing down. This time catch the back of your head, and if you'd like, little sways side to side. Massage the breath through your whole spine, like a waterfall effect, rinsing out any residue. Release the grip of the hands. Next inhale breath, bend your knees, sink your hips low and stretch your fingertips to the sky, chair. When you exhale, heart forward, fingertips back, chair with airplane arms, core is connected. Next inhale breath, arms rise back up, stay low in your chair. And exhale, just bow into a fold. Heart reaching toward your thighs, crown of head stretching to the toes. Then hook your big toes with your peace fingers and just hang here for a couple more breaths. You can press your toes down into your fingers. Hug in through your core, creating a little more compression. Let your shoulders move away from the earth so the neck has a lot of space. One more breath. Release the toes, place your fingertips down, and come to a seated position on your knees. So knees to the mat, shift your hips back in space, and then let your palms land facing up toward the sky on your thighs. Soften or close your eyes. Be still and see where your awareness lands. Get curious about how this little bit of movement has enhanced your inner body awareness. And notice what has awakened through your movement and through your breath. See what has risen to the surface of your consciousness that maybe was a little bit buried before. And sometimes when we do this, when we look for any shifts, they might be really obvious. Other days it's more subtle, and we have to get even quieter to hear what's going on. So wherever you are on that spectrum today, just allow it. Now draw your palms to prayer at heart center and ask yourself what you'd like to create in your day ahead. Recognizing that bringing your awareness to this will encourage and allow it to grow. See if you can get really clear with your intention. And then take one final breath here. Inhale, filling the lungs. Exhale, let something go. Blink your eyes open, release the palms. You are welcome to come into Shavasana from here if you'd like to rest, or you can stay seated and just practice bringing the awareness to different parts of the body if you'd like, but I will leave you here for today. I hope you enjoyed this little class. I hope that you're feeling good and doing well wherever you are. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below. You can also join as a monthly donation member. Both of these really help to support me. Have a great rest of your day or your night, and I will see you soon in the next class. Bye.